drama, where it is everything in entertainment. I am your host, Sean, your video and comic guru. Welcome to my monthly pickups of the month of May. Hope to God I get to finish this, but I've tried this 23 times now, and each time something goes wrong. So we're gonna try this right now. Now, there's gonna be about 9 steelbooks, 2 new movies, probably about 4 box sets, and some random pickups. So we're gonna try and get through this pretty quick. I don't wanna make this too long, and I think my camera's gonna die on me anyway. But my first pickup is Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Gotta start with Star Wars. I love Star Wars. I love Star Trek. And you're gonna see some Star Trek stuff here too. So I love both of them. So I don't think one is better than the other one. I go by story. This was very, very good, but it was not a masterpiece. Everybody is bowing at the altar of J.J. Abrams for this movie. It had flaws, a lot of them, but I'm not gonna get into them right now because I'm not reviewing it. I'm just showing you what I picked up this month. But this is, I believe, the Target exclusive on this one. This is the Blu-ray, DVD, digital copy version. Now this does come with a ton of special features. You get the story Awakens, the table read, basically the actors reading the script. I don't really care about that. Building BB-8, crafting creatures, blueprint of a battle, the snow fight, John Williams, the 7th Symphony, who is the greatest composer out there. Hans Zimmer is a very close second. ILM, the visual magic of the Force, as well as you get a bunch of deleted scenes. But I will say this movie is formulaic in the same way as Star Wars: A New Hope. Definitely pacing-wise, it is 10 times better than any of episodes 1, 2, or 3, because this actually made sense. It wasn't stupid. All the actors in this fit the part, which if you looked at the episodes 1, 2, and 3, you can't say the same. Hayden Christensen. But this was good. Not great, but it was good. So, but you definitely want this in your collection to have with the rest of them. Even if you don't have this steelbook, which I am looking for the steelbooks, but right now they've all been sold out, but I was able to get this one. Now, next is the Best Buy exclusive steelbook of Deadpool. How can you not love Deadpool? This movie was the biggest surprise hit, I think, that no one saw coming. Had the best campaign out there, the commercials, all the viral campaigning they did for this. They really worked their ass off to make sure this film was great. And Ryan Reynolds, I think he deserves almost all the credit because he was the one that fought for this. This comes with so many things in this. This is the DVD, the Blu-ray, the digital copy. This one obviously has the Blu-ray. It has deleted and extended scenes with optional audio commentary from the director, Tim Miller. You get a gag reel, a special feature called From Comic to Screen to Screen. You get a bunch of concept art, storyboards, previs, stunt work, costume designs that were used and some that weren't. You get a special feature called Deadpool's Fun Sack. So I'm not sure what that is. I will be doing a review on this and Force Awakens, so be on the lookout for that. You get an audio commentary from Ryan Reynolds, as well as the screenwriters Brett Reese and Paul Wernick. All 3 are back for Deadpool 2, so you do get that same vibe that you had in this one. Story-wise, character pacing, the way they write the dialogue is all going to be very familiar. And then you also have an audio commentary from the director, Tim Miller, as well as the Deadpool co-creator, Rob Liefeld. Rob Liefeld is the co-creator on this, but I also say Mark Wolfman was too, because Deadpool was based off of Deathstroke the Terminator. And if you guys are watching Arrow, you've seen him in season 2. Rob Liefeld is the biggest rip-off artist on the planet. If you look at his X-Force #1, the first 3 or 4 pages are literally a carbon copy of the new Teen Titans issue 39. Every panel, every pose is the exact same. Fucking rip-off artist. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. But this is awesome, so definitely get this. This was, I think this was like 25 bucks at the time. So it's probably gonna be a little bit more expensive if you can find it now. It's been a month since it came out, but it is worth getting, even if you just get it on regular Blu-ray, which I still want to get, but this is awesome. Now, I'm going to start getting into my random steelbook. I can't even talk pickups. I told you I tried filming this like 20 some odd times now, so hopefully this is coming out. But next I have from Reckless Records. I live in Chicago, Illinois. Reckless Records is one of the best used Blu-ray, DVD, and record stores out there. You can get some stuff that is not available anymore, or stuff you didn't even know existed. And that first one that I didn't know existed was the tin can exclusive of the Mad Max trilogy. This is the Blu-ray version of all 3 of the original Mad Max movies by George Miller. This is in a rather weird looking tin can, and I say that because this is not flat. When I was looking for when I found this, I didn't realize there was another movie in there. I didn't realize. I was walking around the store for about a half hour with both of these and didn't realize I had 2. So, yeah, be careful about that. But this, here's the original Blu-ray. This is probably how you see it normally. This has all 3 movies in here, so you get all of those. I don't really think you get much in the way of special features, which kind of sucks. It's a Blu-ray, and why don't you put special features in there? But I have the original Mad Max. I have the Anchor Bay version of that, so when I find that, I'll definitely show you that one because it's in my collection right now. But this is the inside of the tin can. I like that. This actually I thought should have been on the back here, but that's neither here nor there. Both of them are there. Now, like I said, when I bought this, and again, this was a little bit more pricey than most of the movies I like to buy, especially if it's used. But because of the fact that this is so hard to find, I did look on eBay and Amazon, and it goes for a lot more money than this, depending on who's selling it. It could go for less too, but the condition may vary. I paid $29.99 for this. I wasn't gonna pay $29.99, but while I was in the store, I was also on my phone and I looked it up. This actually can go for about 50 bucks, so I decided I was gonna jump on it at that time. Kind of made me not pick up a lot of other stuff I had to leave behind, but one I did leave behind is the movie that was actually stuck behind it, and that is Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. Now, with this movie, I don't know how the hell they're doing it, but the Mission Impossible movies just keep getting better, except for the third one. I hated the third one. Why was he married? Stupid. But this was great. The scene where he's out on the ledge of the building, which actually they do have a picture of that I think in here. I got the Blu-rays at home right now in my system, but look at that. I love that. That is fantastic. I want to review this as well, but I'm not sure if I will or not because this has been out for a while. But this was $9.99, which if you find it at Target, it's $9.99, maybe even $7.99 if they have a sale going on, but I can't find it. So I decided I'd just pull the trigger and get this one right now. If I can find it at Target brand new for the same price, I will do that, and I'll either trade this away or I'll do a contest giveaway on this. So I'm not sure where I'm going to go yet, but this was actually definitely worth the 10 bucks. I love this film, so I'm gonna have it. Now the next one I got, which is a little divisive between people. Some people love it, some people hate it. That is A Hangover Part 2. I love this movie. This is the Steelbook version. I paid $6.99 for this, and the regular Blu-ray was $6.99. So it's like, why am I gonna get the regular Blu-ray if I could get the Steelbook for the same price? So I love this one. This had Mike Tyson in it too, so I really like this one. I think it's had Mike Tyson. I could be wrong. That could be the first one. I can't remember anymore. But I do know I loved all 3 films. Now, this next one, I had not seen it, but I was in the mood to get some Steelbooks. And that is Divergent. I have not seen any of these films. And if you look at the price, it's $15.99. I really had to think on this one. But I was actually at Reckless Records at another time, and they had all the Resident Evil Steelbooks. I passed on them. Kicking myself for that now because they were selling them for like 20 bucks each. This was $16 or $15.99. I should have got them, and if I didn't like it, I could have sold them. I'm not happy I didn't do that. But I am happy I pulled the trigger on this next one, which was one I was gonna put back, but here's the thing. If you're buying a bunch of movies, don't be, especially at a used place, only at a used place, not at like a Target or Best Buy, it ain't gonna happen, but ask them if they can give you a break on the price. See if there's anything they can do for you. Because when I picked this up, Batman Assault on Arkham, I saw the Steelbook. I mean, I almost cried because I hadn't seen it anywhere. Everywhere else, this was sold out. And for that $29.99, I wasn't going to do that. But I think I had about a dozen movies in my hand, and I went up to the counter. I was like, hey, is there any way I could get a break on this price? I'm picking up, 12 movies. Can I get a break on this? And the guy had to think about it for a second, and he saw the movies I bought and what I was getting, which at the time I was getting the Mad Max, which was, that was $29.99 as well. So he said, you know what? How about $19.99? Dude dropped $10 on this. Yes. I said yes immediately. Gorgeous interior or back cover to it. I'm a huge comic book fan. I love it to death, and just amazing quality on it. I thought the story was great. People rag on this movie so much, but this movie actually is almost laying the groundwork for the Suicide Squad movie, because it seems like beat for beat it's going to be just like this. So why would you hate on it? And animation-wise, story-wise, was great. Batman was used very sparingly, which is how he should be used. He shouldn't be in every scene. He should pop up out of nowhere and kick ass and leave. And that's what he does in this. So, love that film. Let me know if you guys seen it too, because people don't review the animated movies that much. And when they do, they're kind of lackluster in their reviews on it. But love that. Now, the next one I got is a Best Buy exclusive. This is the Steelbook of Face Off. Probably one of my favorite John Travolta and Nicolas Cage movies ever, because they were amazing in this. This was at the height of their career. This is when The Rock was out and when Pulp Fiction came out, and people really wanted these guys in everything. This is directed by John Woo, and damn, these guys are killing it in this movie, especially when they have to switch roles and they have to play each other. Just fantastic. Definitely check this out. Has some not that many special features in it. It has some making of, has a few commentaries, but I got it because it was a Steelbook, it was Face Off, and it was $4.99. Did you hear what I just said? $4.99. Yeah. Now the next one, actually I believe these next two are going to be Target Steelbooks. First one I got is the Django Unchained. This is obviously Quentin Tarantino going into the Western genre. This was before Hateful Eight. I'm trying not to swear. I want to make this family friendly. This movie was great. People gave it a lot of grief because of the N-word being used a lot, but guess what? It was used a lot then. You can't sugarcoat it, it was. So to try and go around it in these movies, it ain't gonna happen. And Quentin Tarantino, if you've seen any of his movies, he does not shy away from using that word. Especially when you got Samuel L. Jackson in there, so. Amazing movie. Samuel L. Jackson just loves playing weird characters, and he doesn't stop in this, but it was Leonardo DiCaprio who, to me, stole the show. Him and Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill is hilarious in this film. With that, he brings in that touch of levity in one scene that is definitely needed with this type of story. It's a very, could be taken very serious, could be very dark, and they add comedy at the right point. So, love this film. Definitely want to get the regular DVD as well, because I don't want to open this one. I want to keep this one sealed. Another one that's going to stay sealed because I have the DVD version of it is Scarface. This was another Target exclusive. This was $9.99, and it's very minimalistic to the cover. Not much to it at all, but if you actually look at it, and you look at what the white is on here, yeah, it's Scarface, all right. This is actually supposed to be a limited edition, but I see it at every Target I go to, so can't be that damn limited. But, I still love it. I love having this in my collection. I love having gangster films in there. And nice little segue, speaking of gangster films, probably the most popular one besides Scarface is The Godfather. You gotta go with this one. Martin Scorsese is a master in this. This is the Godfather trilogy. This is just, it's called the Godfather, the Coppola restoration. I can't talk to that, but it includes all three films, the Godfather 1, 2, and even 3, which people give grief for. And it's not, yeah, it's the worst of them, but it's still good. You know, I did like that movie. But to see Robert De Niro and Al Pacino in these films, and they don't even act together. They don't act together until Heat, and even then it's very little. So I like this film, and you know, I like this collection because, you know, you get the slipcover with, you know, here's a regular Blu-ray, which you may see in stores like this now. When they first come out, you get it with both, and then for some reason after that, they leave out the slipcover and they just give you this. So I'm glad I was able to get it with both. Very happy about that. I love The Godfather, and yes, I do have it on DVD as well. Now, just to keep on the Robert De Niro train, here's what most people who are probably a generation younger than me are into, and that's Goodfellas. Ray Liotta never was better. Him, De Niro, Pesci, yeah, cannot go wrong with this. And, you know, Martin Scorsese once again knocks it out the freaking park. I love this. This was actually used version I got on eBay, and I paid $4.99 for this. I didn't know when I bought this, it comes with the original Public Enemies. Not the Johnny Depp one, but the original one. How can you go wrong with that? And then you also get the regular Goodfellas. This is a high def, high sound DVD or Blu-ray. Hopefully I said that right. I'll say it one more time. High def picture, high def sound Blu-ray. That sounds better. And this is the 20th anniversary edition, which makes me so damn old, because I remember when this came out. So that just shows you how old I am. But I also love this back picture. You know, God, this movie was so great. I love Lauren. I'm gonna make sure I get her name correct. Yeah, Lauren Bracco. I probably didn't say that correct, but I don't care. I loved it. It was great. Now, as far as the gangster films go, you saw Goodfellas, you saw The Godfather, you saw Public Enemies, you saw, you know, Scarface. Now, one I don't have in here that I do want is Casino. I'm not gonna go running out trying to find it. If I run into it, I'll get it, and I want a steelbook version of it or an anniversary edition of it. But one movie that just doesn't get its due, and it's done by Sergio Leone. This is done during the Prohibition era, which is the 40s. And that is Once Upon a Time in America. Yet again, you got Robert De Niro in here and Joe Pesci. These guys just cannot go wrong. But I love this version. And actually, I will give credit. This movie, actually, I found at Reckless Records. This was, I believe, $9.99 or maybe a little bit less. But this is a 2-disc DVD version of it. Yes, there is a Blu-ray version of it out, but it doesn't have all the special features that this one has. I will eventually get that, but I love the way this looks. So definitely get this. Like I said, $9.99 or less at Reckless Records. Get it. Now this next one I picked up on eBay, and this is just a random pickup. I was looking for other stuff. I wasn't looking for this type of movie or even in this genre. But I'm so glad I got it. And I got it like for $2.99. And I mean $2.99, free shipping. I don't understand how they did that. But that is called, let me make sure I say this, Films of Fury. This is the Kung Fu movie. This is basically the history of martial arts films. From the first one all the way up, I believe, until like 2014. But I mean, you get to see Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, Chuck Norris, you know, all these great films in here. So definitely check this out. Love this. Now, one I got that I wasn't sure I would pick up because I hadn't seen it yet. This is a blind buy, but everyone, you know, is saying it's fantastic, which doesn't mean I'll like it, but it's worth me looking into. That is Birdman. And it is the exclusive one with that open up, almost dropped everything, open up case, you know, that snaps open. Michael Keaton, Ed, you know, Norton, I'm hearing is so great in this. You got Emma Watson. So I definitely want to see this. Maybe I'll review this one as well. I don't like reviewing movies that have been out for a while because it's been reviewed. It's been done to death. So I may just watch it and enjoy it. But again, you get that slip cover with it because this is how you're going to find it now. It on very limited copy run on this with that slip cover. So normally now you go into like a Target or a Best Buy, you're going to find it like this. You know, you might be able to go to a used store. I'll go this way so you can see my happy face. But you know, if you go to like a used store, you may actually find it. But you know, I can't say what the condition of it will be. Now, I showed you Star Wars, but I told you, or maybe I didn't tell you, maybe I said it to myself, I love both genres. I love Star Wars, I love Star Trek, I love science fiction. I don't say one's better than the other one. I go by the story. And man, you cannot, I mean, this movie was, it was good, but it was bad, and well, let's just get into it. It's Star Trek Into Darkness. Yeah, I mean, J.J. Abrams really did a great job with this film, but the problem I have with it is beat for beat, Wrath of Khan. Didn't need to be. I mean, when they did the first Star Trek film for J.J. Abrams, he made it his own. Then in this one, he went backwards. Still a great film. Benedict Cumberbatch was fucking-tastic in this film. Excuse my swearing, but he was. Chris Pine still continues to be fantastic as Kirk. Now, Zachary Quinto, I should say, not as good in this one as he was in the first Star Trek, but he was still good. Just not as great. You know, watch it and see what I'm talking about. But this one, I got for $10.99. Now, this one is the Target exclusive, and I'll show you why. Slipcover, baby. This is why I love slipcovers. Sometimes you get one that's really, really cool. And again, I'll do it again. Awesome. And I paid $10.99 for this one. This is the Blu-ray DVD digital copy version. But I also saw at the same time Star Trek Into Darkness, the 3D version. I couldn't decide on which one. I don't have a 3D player, but it had that slip cover, and it's a nice lenticular one. So I decided I was going to get both, since I couldn't decide. And for $12.99, it's a Blu-ray 3D. Why wouldn't I do it? And it has the slip cover with it as well. So even if I didn't want to keep this, I could still trade this for another movie somewhere later. But eventually I will get a 3D player. I just don't have one now. I don't really have the big screen that will allow me to really benefit from 3D. But when I do, this is going to be one of the first ones I watch. Because regardless of how you feel about J.J. Abrams, he makes a beautiful looking movie. And this is no exception. So definitely get that. Now, this is another blind buy. I'm not even sure I'm going to keep this one. This was $5.99. The sticker fell off on this one. And that's Noah. I haven't seen this. I love Russell Crowe. I love Jennifer Connelly. Hopefully this is good. But I'm not really into the biblical movies. Even though I do want to get Ben-Hur and the Ten Commandments and The Greatest Story Ever Told. I just haven't pulled the trigger on getting any of them yet. I guess this would be the start of it. And you get the exclusive little slip cover here, which is supposed to be like the wooden, you know, like the Ark type of cover. It's not great. I mean, it's the same thing as this. But I got, like I said, $5.99 for Blu-ray. Yeah, had to take a chance on it. I heard it was good, so I pulled the trigger on that. You saw I had Divergent, and I told you I hadn't watched any of them. I did the same thing with the Hunger Games. I own 3 versions of the Hunger Games. I will show you those in another video. These are just my monthly pickups, and this is running a little long, so I want to hurry up on this. That is Hunger Games Catching Fire. I think this is part 2. I hope it's part 2. But this is the exclusive. I believe this is either Target or the Best Buy exclusive with the slipcover on it, which was the reason why I bought it, was the slipcover. That was it. I mean, I haven't seen it. I will get all the Hunger Game movies together and watch them all at once, just binge it, and then I'll do a review on it. But, you know, I paid $11.99. I was debating this one for a long time. I think I was in the store for an hour, and I finally decided I hadn't seen this in a while. I seen it at Target, and I didn't pick it up because I hadn't watched the first one. But I figured it's there. I'll go ahead and get it. Now, the last one of the regular movies is Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. This is a two-disc special edition Blu-ray. I got this because, one, the price, $8.99, but what I liked is it comes in a digibook. You get a slip cover, love that, but you get a digibook as well. And I mean, you get a lot of great things. I'm not going to go through everything in here, just to show you really quickly what you get. Some beautiful images from the movie, as well as some stuff from some of the other films as well. It's not in the greatest of condition, but I didn't buy it to really look at it. I own the complete collection on Blu-ray, but I saw this and I had to get it. If I could find the other three, if they're like this, I'll get those and I'll do a complete review on it, but for right now, that's the only one I saw. Now I have 4 more left, and they're gonna keep getting bigger. So hopefully I can get them in the screen. First one is Troy. Not a masterpiece again, but a good movie. I mean, I really like Brad Pitt in this movie. He was my favorite character, you know, him playing Achilles, but I saw this at Reckless Records probably like 5-6 times before I bought it. And this was $7.99. Now this is the director's cut, and I love this case. It just flips open. There's your movies. They just, you know, slide right out. And you get a nice little book. This is basically the director's cut, the art book. You know, here's, you know, basically another booklet. And then you get the director's cut in a nice little flip up again. All the movies. So beautiful packaging, had to go for it. It was probably about, like I said, $7.99 for that. And I'm gonna take a little quick break. When I come back, I have 2 more pieces left, which I want to pull the camera back a little bit for, and this way you can see what they look like. They're not huge like I normally have, but definitely want you to see what these are like. So hold on, be right back. All right, I pulled the camera back just a little bit, not too much. You may not even notice a difference in it, but as far as me holding this stuff, it makes the biggest difference. Now, you saw that before we left, I was showing you Troy. Again, great box set for $7.99, director's cut. Love this thing. But I love this one even more. This is The Goonies, the 25th Anniversary Collector's Edition. Yeah, this is amazing. I got this for $19.99, obviously unopened. This has everything in there. Let me look at that. For 20 bucks, how can you go wrong, man? I mean, this comes with the Goonies 25th Anniversary exclusive board game. You get the Goonies 1985 Souvenir Magazine, which is 64 pages of, which is a reproduction, which I don't care about. Then you get the Goonies Where Are They Now Empire Magazine article reprint. You get 10, what they say, awesome storyboard cards, as well as a Family Fun Classic on Blu-ray. So I mean, for 20 bucks, I mean, brand new, 20 bucks. And you get all that stuff in there. You don't just get the movie, you get a board game, you get articles, you get storyboards. This is what I love about box sets, all the extra stuff. Because if I didn't care about that, I could go and get the Blu-ray for probably $5. But this is an awesome collection to have in my awesome piece to have in my collection, flip it around. But Goonies, how can you not love Goonies? And they're gonna do a sequel to it, which I hope it doesn't destroy it. I really hope it don't. It's been too long. I don't really care. I don't. I don't. Now, this next one, I put off for a month because the sticker price on it was too high. It was 40 bucks. I wasn't gonna pay $40 for this. I loved it, but I was like, I gotta, I could put that $40 to better use. I don't wanna buy one thing for $40, but I was able to talk the guy down, and again, go to your used stores, ask them. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, can I get a break on this price, especially when you're buying a lot, which I always tend to do when I go to Reckless Records. I love the place, so I tend to spend quite a bit. And they know me now, so I can work with them if I'm buying a lot. If I'm buying like one or two, I'm not gonna, say, hey, give me a break. But if I'm buying like 8, 9, a dozen, yeah. The Big Lebowski. Oh, love this. This is called The Big Lebowski 10th Anniversary Limited Edition. This is a 2-disc set with awesome bonus features that come in the bowling ball. Now there is another one, another special edition out that comes with the bowling lane. I want that one too. There's a Steelbook, there's the regular DVD, the regular Blu-ray. I want all of them in my collection. I love this movie. But I saw this, and again, this was $39.99. I wasn't gonna pay $39.99 for this because I looked up how it was. This is hollow in here. I mean, the movies are in there, but it ain't. This is super light. It is. I mean, this is like maybe 4 or 5 pounds, if that. But I'll put a better picture of it up too, but just to show you when you open it up, it's hollow. You just got the movie sitting in there. So you're getting, you're paying a lot of money for hollowness, but for visual, it's fantastic. And I mean, come on, Jeff Bridges, John Goodman, Steve Buscemi, and John Turturro. I am the Jesus. No, come on, you love it. I love this. I want another one because I don't want to open this and ruin it. I mean, I've seen the movie so many times, it's always on cable, but I want another one so I can open it up and just have it displayed open and have one that's sealed. So I'm definitely on a hunt for another one. Hopefully a little bit cheaper. And now I told you I actually haggled on this. It was $39.99. I got it for $29.99. It took 10 bucks off. So again, you buy a lot, you can get some great discounts. Just ask. Don't wait for the final total to come up. Ask before they ring it up. Hey, I'm picking these up. Is there any way I could get a break on this one or on anything else here? Most likely they'll work with you, especially if they see how much money they're going to be getting from you anyway. Why not? Now, the final one in my collection for this month is, I love this. The movie sucked. Actually, it's a guilty pleasure movie for me because the movie sucked. That is Ghost Rider. Nicolas Cage was way too hammy, way too westernized, where he had a western accent for some reason. I don't know why, but it definitely was better than Spirit of Vengeance, which ain't saying much, but this is actually one that comes with the bust of Ghost Rider, which hopefully by now you'll see a better picture of it. I haven't opened this one up. I've had this for a little while, so this is actually a lie on this one. This one I've had probably for about 2-3 months, and it's just been in the box I ordered it in. But I said, you know what? I'm going to be doing an unboxing. I got to show this off. I love my superhero movies. This is no exception. Again, like I said, it's a guilty pleasure, but I still love it. This is actually a 2-disc DVD version. You got 3 making of documentaries and interviews and commentaries, but it's really for the bus that you got this for. And there is another one that's out that comes with the motorcycle. I haven't been able to find it. I saw it once on eBay and the guy wanted 200 bucks for it. And no offense, but the craftsmanship on it was crappy. Like someone molded it, ripped it out the mold, didn't even sand it down. It looked bad. I mean, you look at, I have a Dark Knight Blu-ray that comes with the Bat Pod. That looks amazing. The Ghost Rider motorcycle, not so much. And it was small. So, I mean, it was like, why am I going to spend a lot of money for this? So I didn't pull the trigger on it. If I can find it cheap, I'll get it. Because I got this for 10 bucks. I'm definitely not going to be able to find a motorcycle for 10 bucks unless I really just spend a whole day looking for it. And I don't need to do that for that. But that's it. That's all I got for this month of May. Hopefully you guys liked it. Hopefully you guys are going to hit me up in that comment section. Share this video with your friends. I definitely will be doing some contests this summer. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet. I have to see what I have and what kind of responses I get. If I don't get any responses, then I'm not going to do the contest. But let me know out there what you guys think of my collection, what you think of the videos I've done before, and let me know, out of all these things that I've shown you, what would you guys be interested in? If enough people hit me up and are on the same tip, I might actually do a giveaway on that piece. No guarantees. Don't say I guaranteed anything. I didn't. But I definitely want to do a contest either by the summer or even by the fall. So hit me up in the comment section down below. Hit me on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Tumblr. And I'm on Behance.net. So I'm everywhere. Until then, guys, thank you so much. I will see you next time. I am Sean, your video and comic guru. This is Picture Book Drama, where it is everything in entertainment. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.